everybody, it's Miss Caskey and I'm back to read another story with you today. Today our book is called Wide Awake and it's about somebody trying to be asleep and having a hard time falling asleep. So they're feeling wide awake. That means they're not sleepy at all. Has that ever happened to you? Sometimes when kids are up late at night and they can't sleep, they might call for their mom or dad and they might ask for different things. So in this book, let's pay attention to what the character is asking for and how they solve their problem and what happens at the end. It's going to be a little bit of a surprise or a little bit unexpected. So let's read to find out what happens. Okay, let's read Wide Awake. This is another book in the Fox Family series, and it looks like this one is about Roxy. I remember the Fox family, we see a lot of books about them since it's in the series. And here they are, Roxy, Father, Mother, and Andy. Since Roxy is on the front cover, I imagine that she's the main character in this book. Wide Awake is by Faye Robinson and illustrated by Barry Rockwell. Let's see what it's all about. It was very late. Mother and Father were in bed. Andy was fast asleep, but Roxy was wide awake. She looked at the moon. She watched Andy sleep. She looked at the cracks in the wall. Mother, Roxy called. Mother ran into the room. I can't sleep, Roxy said. Will you read me one more book? Maybe then I'll fall asleep. There's Andy sleeping. Hey, do you recognize this book? That should be familiar. Looks like a Froggy and Friends book. Mother read one more book. Now go to sleep, Roxy, she said. Roxy closed her eyes. She flopped onto her back. She rolled onto her belly. She flopped onto her back again. But she just could not fall asleep. See her? She's flopping back and forth onto her back and her belly, trying to find a comfortable way to sleep. Father, Roxy called. Father ran in. I'm thirsty, said Roxy. Maybe a glass of water. Wait, does that say water? I almost said water. Maybe a glass of milk will help me go to sleep. Father got a glass of warm milk, and Roxy drank every drop. Good night, Roxy, said Father. Go to sleep now. Do you think she's going to go to sleep, or do you think she's going to call for mom or dad again? Let's find out. Roxy pushed her blankets off. She pulled them back on. She pushed them off and pulled them on. Then she threw the blankets on the floor. Seems like she's getting frustrated. Mother, Father, Roxy called. Mother and Father both ran in. Try counting, Roxy. Count as high as you can, said Mother. Then start over, said Father. Roxy started counting. Mother and Father went back to bed. Soon the house was very quiet. Then, ... When we see this, we know to stretch it out a little bit because something is coming next. Then, Mother, Father, Mother, Father, Roxy shouted. I counted to 100. I did it 10 times. That's 1,000,000, I think. Andy came into the room. Why is everybody up? He said. We're all wide awake, said Father. Let's have a snack. Andy, Roxy, and Mother sat down at the kitchen table. Father made a snack. I notice Roxy's eyes are looking tired here. Have some toast and jam, said Father. Thank you, said Mother. Thank you, said Andy. The clock shows that it's midnight. That's super late. But Roxy didn't say a thing. She was fast asleep. And there she is at the table. And the whole family is awake. Silly Roxy. Okay, thanks so much for reading Wide Awake with me. In this story, Roxy was really working hard to try to get to sleep. She asked for milk and another story, and she just was having such a hard time. And how did Father solve her problem? What was his solution? He thought it would be a good idea to have a late night snack. And what happened when they had that late night snack? Looks like Roxy was pretty sleepy after all. Thank you so much for reading, writing, and thinking with me today, and I hope you will I'll see you again in another video.